Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. It's your girl Nessa. Basically, the purpose of this video today, I'm going to be talking about motivation because I just woke up this morning wanted to talk about motivation. like, there's just a lot that went on in my past, and I feel like it needs to be talked about. I would like to share with you guys because maybe you guys can relate. Um, it just seemed like almost all through my life, I needed to be pushed. Like, I always needed to be pushed. Like, I needed a pusher in my life for things to go right. Because I always had this mindset that I was always going to meet somebody at the right time, at the right day. Like, I just never thought, like, okay, let me just go out and do this on my own. Like, it was like I was always expecting for things to be handed down to me. And boy, was I wrong. It just seems like day after day after day, I'm learning so much. Not just from what I see out when I'm, out and about, videos, having casual conversations with people, hearing their opinions, expressing how they feel about them. You know what I mean? I just wish that I was at a position where I knew what the outcome of everything was going to be. Like, you want to go and do things, but you never know what the result of it is going to be. But we're on this let's take risks type of thing, and then we'll go from there. But it was just always like, I just wish I was more motivated at one point. Like, there's so much things, guys, and I know you can relate. There's so much things that you feel that you should have done a long time ago, and you're just now doing it now. Just now doing it now, and you're like, where was my head at 10 years ago? Like, as mature as I am, why wasn't I thinking about this when I was in high school, when I was in college? Just randomly, when you're just thinking to yourself in your room and you're just sitting there quietly and you're thinking about life and where you're going, you know, today is today, but what's going to happen tomorrow? Like, I need to be on my grind. And then, of course, you talk about it. You talk to yourself about it. You talk to others about it. You even write it down on a piece of paper to remind yourself to do things, and we still don't follow through sometimes. That was my biggest problem. My biggest problem. But it just seemed like, to be honest, as soon as I started to get rid of like people that were in my circle that wasn't driven or like try to motivate. Not saying that I had to have people to motivate me. It's just sometimes it's nice to have like that one friend that is that be like, hey Vanessa, you could do this, or you're really good at this, and hey, let's try this, and I want to do this. Come try it with me. Like, give me your opinion. Like, I'm all down for opinions, guys, and I love to talk. I'm like a really good talker. I'm a conversation starter talker. Like, that's just my thing. And it's like people always told me that. And I never took it, I never took it the bad way. That's just how I was. That's how I always been. So it's like, and I'm really opinionated too. Like, when people be like, hey, I want your honest answer. Can you please let me know? I'm going to give you an honest answer. Like, if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. But it could be something that visually you need to work on that I've noticed that I just don't say anything because maybe that's just who you are. That's how you always been, and sometimes people don't like to change for others. So, I mean, just be who you are. Like, don't worry about anybody else and what they think of you. Like, just be yourself. And, just there's so many ways to be motivated, guys. Like, there's the internet, social media, there's books, there's CDs with books. Like, you have the library. You can't go wrong at the library. They have everything you need, like, for motivation. Like, pictures are on the wall. They're everywhere, motivating you to do something with your life. And I always thought that things were going to get handed to me, and it's really not like that. It's really not like that, guys. Like, if you're a person that wants to be a doctor, or you want to be an RN, and you want to be an engineer, those things, it's like, oh my God, college, yes, 4 years, 5 years, whatever it takes to make that money. But let's be honest, guys, school isn't for everybody. Like, it's really not. Like, I don't want to be like the person to like not to be against school, but I went to school. I went for 3 years and I loved it. It was like being in high school again. But it's just not for everybody. Like some people, they want to go for something, but they can't sit there for hours, or they can't, or they're doing so much in their life and they got so much going on, and then it's like, oh, I gotta go to school because I gotta get this piece of paper that looks like I don't know what, just saying that you accomplished something, and then you go to for jobs and like nobody hires you right there and then. Like I said, guys, things don't come to you. You have to work for it. If it's who you know, like if you happen to run into somebody and you know somebody, kudos to you. Like it was meant to happen, because things don't happen just like that. You know, you could be just somewhere sitting down having a cup of coffee, talking to a friend, just enjoying your own company, and then somebody just comes over and they're like, hey, I like the way you talk to that waitress. I like how you casually just talk to people. I like your presence. Like, you seem very professional. And somebody might just offer you a position and you're like, wait, what? Well, there goes you rethinking your career again, because you thinking you landed something good, but you just don't know yet. That's where we mess up. We go to school, we have a part-time job, you're at a good position, you get offered an assistant manager position or a manager, and you're just so quick to take it because you're thinking like, oh my God, everything is better when you move up. Money is better when you move up. Your reputation is better when you move up. It's like, hey, I'm a store associate. Hi, I'm the store manager. Nice to help you. It's like people automatically like respect you. When you're like an associate, it's like, oh, whatever, you're just here to help me. Like, it's just crazy how people just act. Like, people just can be so rude. But yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. I mean, guys, if you have dreams, if you have goals, be so determined. Like, be so determined that nobody can stop you. You can like let nobody into your circle. Be around people that motivates you. Be around people that you know you can motivate them and help them do everything, and it will show off in the long run. Like, the fact that you have people in your circle that you could grow up to be successful with is the best feeling of all, because along with that comes even greater good. And that's what I wanted to share. I just really woke up wanting to talk about motivation because it's something that I had to fight with myself, and I just feel like everybody else, you know, should hear. Like, everybody has a story, you know. All right, well, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and touch that button on your right hand corner, subscribe if you want to hear some more of my motivational speaking, and I'll see you soon.